It's 2022 and Tuesday is still Dilemma Day. Hello, I'm Kaiser, and in this Star Trek CCG Dilemma Strategy video, we'll have a look at a dilemma combo that you can use using only Decipher cards, no need to delve into the virtual cards. In fact, for all of January, we'll be looking at cards that you can use using only the traditional format, that is using Decipher cards, and after that, we'll go back to looking at dilemma combos involving virtual cards. So, let's have a look. We are at characterized neutrino emissions, and the US is defined with Cisco, Kira, Dax, Bashir, Odo, O'Brien, and a randomly selected Paxton Reese are trying to complete this mission. Our opponent has a battle bridge door, but that shouldn't scare us. Let's have a look at the first dilemma. It is the Swarm. Place on ship, weapons are disabled, that means we can't use them, and shields -2. Now, usually when a dilemma can be cured like this one, you could do it right away. However, this one says, at after start of your next turn, cure with 3 engineer and physics and crew. This is annoying because we have engineer and 2 more engineer here and physics on O'Brien, so we have the means to cure it. However, we are not allowed to do so just yet. It doesn't stop us, so we have to look at the next dilemma. It is Scout Encounter. Opponent may download to this location 1 scout ship with 1 or 2 universal crew members. And they do so. And it is, surprise, it is a Vidian scout vessel with this guy and this face aboard. The only important part here is that one of them has officer or leadership in order to attack us. Note that Scout Encounter doesn't say anything about quadrant restrictions or anything like that. It just says download to this location. So we can do this with ships from any quadrant. Our opponent may decide to move away, in which case we could just have a look at the last dilemma, or they could initiate battle. And this is of course what they want to do. Because even if they lose battle, after battle, all the personnel and ships involved are stopped, meaning this is a surefire way of stopping our attempting ship here. So let's have a look. Our opponent has a battle bridge door, so they take their active tactic. It turns out to be a photon torpedo, giving them attack bonus +2 and defense +2, whereas our defined has shields of 9 printed. However, they are reduced by -2 from the swarm, so that's our opponent's 9 against our 7, resulting in a hit. So 2 damage markers will be placed on our ship, and it turns out they are both copies of Attack Wing. So the damage part here applies on the bottom of the card. Randomly kills 1 medical, exobiology, or disabled personnel. We don't have any disabled personnel there, so Bashir can be randomly selected with medical and exo, and Dax has exo as well. None of the others qualify, so these 2 personnel will be dead. So we've battled, so that means we are stopped. If we have another ship ready, we could try and have a look at the last dilemma there, or also bring it in and attack the Vidian scout vessel. If we don't have that, we will have to pass the turn over to our opponent, who will of course jump at the opportunity and attack our ship that still has the swarm on it and still has weapons disabled once more. So they again will take their active tactic. This time it's the attack wing, giving them printed attack +1 plus another from the game text for each of the ships firing. So again, they attack with attack of 9. And now our defense is printed shields of 9, reduced by -2 for the swarm, reduced by 1 for each copy of the attack wing that's already on our ship. So we have defense of 5, meaning we receive another hit. First damage marker is a photon torpedo, killing a security or computer skill personnel. So let's do that. Computer skill, computer skill, computer skill. Let's just shuffle and kill the one on the left. That's Odo. And then we have another damage marker, and that's attack wing, medical, and exobiology. Doesn't find a target because none of these surviving people have it. But it doesn't matter because now the hull damage adds up to 100 or 110% in fact. So the Defiant is destroyed, the Dilemma is destroyed or goes away with it, and all these guys are discarded. So when it's our turn, we can try and fly in a new ship. Let's see if anything comes through the wormhole. A runabout comes through with the Valiant Nog aboard. He tries to attempt the mission, realizes he doesn't even have the affiliation icon, so he just sits there. Let's just cheat and say he'd actually have the Bajoran affiliation icon. He would encounter aggressive behavior, unless double Anthro or leadership Anthro and a lot of cunning present. Ship is damaged, one crew member is killed by Nog, and then it goes back under. So this is another way to damage a ship, and our opponent would then still have his Vidian scout vessel there to shoot at it again. So this is just one of the many things that you can use with Vidian scout vessel. Even if you don't win the battle, it will still stop the attempting ship. And with the swarm or other dilemmas, to increase your chances, you can actually do some severe damage and blow up a ship here and there. Of course, you can run this at 2 missions and then deploy several scout vessels and then just patrol your opponent's baseline and put some pressure on them. Sometimes it simply won't work. If the opponent has really beefed up ships or things like ablative armor, then these Vidian scout vessels don't do much other than stopping the attempt, but sometimes that's all you need. Okay, that's all I've got for this week. I hope you have a good start into the new year, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.